Her kidney was failing, her liver was failing. She was quite literally dying.
A Carolina Forest high schooler and her mom are opening up tonight about the teen's terrifying brush with death to warn other families about a rare but potentially deadly condition. 16-year-old Bryn Dietrich went from a healthy athlete with a zest for life to fighting for her life after developing toxic shock syndrome. Tonight, WNBF Investigates reveals how a family vacation may have created the perfect storm for this life-threatening emergency and why doctors say many people don't understand the real risks. Our Maddie Sexton has this exclusive story of survival.
We see about one case in 100,000, so that gives you an idea how rare it really is.
You know, you never think it's going to happen to you. I mean, she's young, she's an athlete, she's in shape, no, health issues. I mean, never in my wildest dreams did I think that she would have went through what she went through.
In the days leading up to a shocking diagnosis, the Dietrich family went on a 7-day cruise to Alaska before the school year started in August. But when they returned home to Carolina Forest, mom of 3, Erin Dietrich, tells me all of her children got sick. So she didn't think much when her 16-year-old daughter, Bryn, came home from work early, a few days after getting back from the trip.
And then by the time she got home, I took her temperature, it was 103, and she was very sick, but I just figured, again, she had whatever the boys were sick with earlier in the week.
Getting progressively worse in just a matter of hours. Erin took Bryn to the hospital after saying she looked unrecognizable.
I had never seen her look like that. She was beet red. She couldn't even talk. It was not even my daughter's.
She laid in her bed with bright red skin, which doctors say is a telltale sign of your body going into shock.
I felt like even just taking small steps was a lot for me.
It's important to note that Bryn started her period and was actively using tampons before things quickly took a turn for the worst, leading pediatric intensive care physicians at Grand Strand Medical Center to diagnose her with toxic shock syndrome, or TSS.
And it tends to be related to a Staph aureus bacteria that colonizes a gauze-type packing somewhere in or on the body.
Her body went into sepsis, experiencing multi-system organ failure. It's a reality her mother never saw coming.
Pure panic when he was saying, she has liver damage and heart damage and all this stuff, and I'm like, what? I was so confused, and I had never, being a woman myself, I'd always seen TSS warnings on the side of tampon boxes about it, but that was all, never really heard much about it.
I'm told a common misconception surrounding TSS is that you can only get it from leaving a tampon in for a long period of time.
And I thought that was the only way you can get it, so I was very good about not leaving it in, but I realized that that wasn't the reason I got it.
However, doctors told the Dietrichs that Bryn contracting bacteria from the cruise, possibly from a hot tub, while getting sick and using tampons, created the perfect storm for her body to start shutting down.
By the time I took her in, like I said, she couldn't even walk. She couldn't even roll over in her bed. She was still in really rough shape. And sometimes it's kind of hard to look back at all those pictures and videos and just think, we're thankful she's here now.
Bryn stayed in the hospital for nearly a week and got out the day before her 16th birthday. In the following days, you can see her hands started excessively peeling, again, as if she was sunburned, which doctors say is a common symptom for TSS.
It's on the hands and the feet, which is a little unusual rash-wise, and that's one of the things that we key in on. If we see the rash and it's on the palms and the soles also, we're very anxious.
Bryn tells me she'll never buy another box of tampons ever again. Now she uses other types of menstrual products, ones that doctors say come with less of a risk.
You fold it like this to fold it to insert it. And then to pull it out, you just pull this just like a tampon string.
When you get your period now, do you still use tampons?
No, I'm too scared to. So during the daytime, I use the disc, and then at night, I'll use a pad.
Now, Bryn is healthy once again, and all of her family members want others to be aware of the risks that come with using tampons and the signs to look out for on all the women you love.
And I know it's something, especially for dads or just males in general, it's not something that we really like to talk about, or it gets a little weird for us sometimes, but we could just help one person know what the symptoms are. that could be a life that could be saved.
Reporting in Carolina Forest, Maddie Sexton, WMBF Investigates.
It's a pretty amazing young lady. The CDC says cases of TSS peaked in 1980 with a rate of about 6 per 100,000 women ages 19 to 44 before declining significantly.